Hopefully we're back here, everybody. Just a few issues on my end here. We may be live. I think might be
Yes.
okay. Apologies for that. Uh, my good old connection to my PC's being very weird. But here's the qualifying results. It's still Chandler on top. The man on top here at the moment. Well, is on top. Excuse me. And I'm just going to back out of that. So hopefully we're going to be fine. We're not dropping frames, so we're fine. Yeah, so apologies for that. And apologies for the people that have been pinned in the Discord 500 times. Um, and a mic drop. So Chandler from Hoop, from Axe, from Sifa, Sanchez, Warman, Bailey, Kevin, Vizzy, Wexero, Cam, Dihana, Ferona, Raptor, Roscoe, and Mumu. There is your qualifying order here for this one. And I just keep looking back here to make sure we are fine. We are fine. So apologies once again. Hopefully we can make it through for the rest of this session. Fingers crossed. While we're here, I may as well promote tomorrow for a stream that will work. Because apparently every time F1 doesn't want to work. When I stream 2 hours for ACC, tomorrow it's Solder. ACC join us then for a 2 sprint round sprint race. Join us then tomorrow. Katra, who's going to win here today?
Chandler. There we go.
I think Katra's just making sure everything's alright with me. Yeah, I agree. Easily the easiest choice. And just want to confirm you all, my internet's fine when Roscoe R is not red for me, as that's a disaster, Cam and Moo, but I think that's kind of expected. Anyway, it's Chandler versus Hoop. Chandler looking to get a win here. Chandler said he's missed a couple of races this season, so he wants to get off to the start. Best possible start he possibly can get. And that's where he wants to be. He wants to be P1 here at Imola. He wants that start. And he wants to fly off the line. Can he get it done? Can he get the jump? We'll have to wait and see. Axe, what can Axe do? Can he be a factor in this race? We'll have to wait and see. For 32 laps here at Imola for this second round. Last time we were here, there was about 1 million safety cars. 1 million restarts that caused absolute chaos. And we could see it again here tonight with the dooming possibility of some weather.
It's possible. Highly unlikely, though.
Well, Ferrari not starting on those hard tyres in 13th. The rest on the medium tyres as expected. As we said before in the intro, hard's not really going to be the story here tonight. Chandler, Hoop, Axe, your top 3 for the second round here in Breakout Racing League. Tier 1. Ignore that predicted pit stop strategy because we're about to get underway. It's Chandler and Hoop. Who's going to get off the line well and take victory for round 2 of the Breakout Racing League? Tier 1, the lights will go out and we will go racing. It's a great start for Chandler. He gets the jump over Hoop easily. Gets the job done in P2. But Hoop will try to challenge him possibly. Side by side. He'll look for around the outside. He can't get it done. Chandler holds on. Warman now goes up into 4th place. Good start by the AlphaTauri. He's up in a 4th. Here at the moment as things stay steady behind. Bailey now looks for a move here on Kevin. Side by side. These two will go. And Bailey will get the move done. It's down to 2. AlphaTauri's battling out here at the moment. Axe and Warman side by side. These two will go. The Haas behind will try to see if he can get up into the fight. But he will not. As Chandler is your race leader by 0.4. He is gone. And it's steady as she goes so far throughout the mid-pack.
Yeah, it's been a really aggressive start, but not as aggressive as the AlphaTauri of WOM, and he immediately got off the line with absolute quickness, and he had like lured to no, we'll spin it all, but look at this. I believe this could be Cam and Vizzy trying to fight back. I'm sorry, it's Deer and Vizzy. Yeah. Cam is trying to pressurize Vizzy, though.
Yeah, Vizzy trying to see if he can get this move done on here on Deer. Vizzy not off to a good start here at the moment, down in P11. And he'll want to try to get past Deer if he possibly can. Let's see if he goes for a Deer's got a little bit wide. Oh, a bit close for comfort there between those two. As Vizzy now and Deer goes side by side. Sometimes when you go side by side with Deer, it can end in tears. Deer is going to look for it. Side by side, and Deer holds back. Very nicely done. So, Deer now back into P11. Let's go back up for the field as Ferrari as Moo is around. Ferrari
looks like he doesn't have any damage.
Yeah, no damage. Ferrari in the pit lane, by the way, as well.
Yeah, looks like he started on the hard, so he quickly got off of those.
Yes. Yes, he absolutely pitted because he didn't want to be on the hard tires. No,
well, he had a front wing change.
Yeah. Apologies, Ferrari. It looks like there's some drama. Ferrari may have been a bit of contact at the mid-pack. So, as Vizzy now Wexero, Vizzy now up into P9. Does Deer Hunter look as well? Deer Hunter does look and gets it done. Superb move by Deer Hunter there, getting the job done. And Deer Hunter now up into P10 here in this Grand Prix. Does Wexero look to fight it back? No, not for now. So the battle for P10 heating up here at the moment. But the battle for the lead is Deer Hunter pretty much did the same thing as he did before, but he defends his time. He doesn't want Wexero to cut him for the move. DRS now enabled here at the moment. Side by side, these two will go. And, oh dear, we don't want a Bottas Russell moment here. As these two go side by side. And Deer Hunter lets the Haas nicely through. So, oh, Deer Hunter's going to spin. No, he holds off. As Cam now looks for on him. Cam and Deer Hunter. Cam! Oh, close as you want to get as now Raptor looks for it back. No, he does not. So let's go back up for the field here at the moment. Chandler, 0.7 over Hoop here at the moment. Axe in P3 and WOM in P4 so far.
Yeah, what I've seen is Chandler's been setting blistering pace, forcing Hoopalicious to use that battery. He actually was a little bit outside of the DRS range entering Ravatsa this last lap. Well, you can see he's definitely not outside of that range anymore, but he has significantly less battery, under 50% for the Red Bull, and over 60%, actually no, under 40% for the Red Bull.
Yeah, Hoop trying to stick with him here. This would be fascinating if Hoop had found the opportunity for a move. I don't know if he will. Chandler's not going for battery here. Hoop is going to go by. Hoop takes the lead here in Imola. And we could see this as a story for most of this race. If these two just go for tit for tat and they just go, oh, I'll let you through, I'll let you through. And that could be the story here at the moment. But Hoop, race leader, here so far.
Yeah, what we've seen so far this weekend, though, is how strong that drag reduction system, the DRS, is. And, well, I mean, usually it's if you're within a second, you have that DRS, but usually you won't gain more than maybe 3-4 tenths at maximum. Well, this circuit, and the way the DRS is actually programmed and the way it actually affects the drivers itself, is 7 to 8 tenths is the gain you get on that straightaway with the DRS, even without using the ERS, your electrical deployment. So this race itself could be a huge DRS drain, not only just because, well, there's only one DRS section, but because it's so powerful indeed.
Well, just for the scrolling, Cam now listens to position to Raptor, VSR, Mr. VSR, Roscoe Arm in P14. Going to see if he can try to challenge Cam here up for position. For those who've just rejoined us, apologies for the issues. If something goes down again, I'm sure I'll be back in a minute's time, so apologies for that as Hoop down as the fast lap of the race. Wexero with the first time penalty here tonight. Does Chandler look? I don't think he will. He's a little bit further back and he'll stay behind in P2 so far as Cam now comes into the lane.
I believe that's going to be for a front wing because it's way too early to go on to an alternate strategy. I believe it is for a front wing. Yes, it is, and that is a hard tire onto the Ferrari.
Possibly, looking where he did it, it possibly was at the cursed corner maybe, and he's just, He's done what I've done before, just a little bit off and just slightly tapped the wall. It can happen, so... Or it could have been somewhere else, who knows? Here's the battle here. Kevin with Bailey, Sanchez. Look at these guys. This from 4th down to, you could probably even say 9th with Vizzy. All right near each other here at the moment. Titanium pack as Moo now with a time penalty here in this Grand Prix. 0.3 now between Chandler and Hoop. They may go at it again here at in a moment, as I'll let English out. As we come up to lap 6 here in this Grand Prix. Lots have happened here so far, and we could see another change for the lead here in just a matter of seconds.
Will he go for it? Chandler is going to breeze past. That's going to be so... Look at the DRS, just how powerful it is. There's nothing the Hoop could do.
I've said it before, I think this is what we're going to see, a bit of tit for tat, and I'll let you through, and that looks like what it might happen. Cam now with a time penalty, and the things that could change this race, safety cars, anything can change this race, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Axe 1.3 behind these guys. He would love to get under that second barrier, but it's not that easy at the moment to get done, since Chandler and Hoop are just flying away with their own race here at the moment. Bailey in P7 at the moment, the defending Tier 1 champion, trying to see if he can pass the man who finished second, that being Sanchez in the Aston Martin.
Yeah, what I've seen so far is these guys are a little bit cautious, trying to stay away from these track limit violations that some guys have already had, like, for example, Moo Cam and Rexero.
Bailey, the curb there, and yeah, everyone are being a bit cautious. It's not a bit as, well, we saw that last season it was a bit cautious in the opening laps, and it just turned into absolute chaos as what happened?
Woman about lost the car, but now he's going to have a lot of work really to do to keep hold of this position. I'm surprised he held on to that thing.
Yeah, the Haas is closing in here on Warman. And that's what Sanchez will love to see. These guys love to see to bunch back up. And all of a sudden, Chandler's pushed away. 1 second. And that's Chandler being Chandler at the moment and pushing away. It's raining!
Yes, it is.
I just saw, like, as now Wexero's around, Raptors around, there has been some drama here. Wexero, it's a virtual safety car for some wing on track. As Cam and Ferrona come into the lane. If this is the intermediates, boy, these two are brave.
Oh, please don't. That is intermediate for the Ferrari. Cam is going intermediate. Ferrari Nut has gone intermediate. Oh, it's all kicking off.
Well, it is all kicking off here at the moment. Look, who knows? But the virtual... Cam, Ferrari, you know I love you both, but... Oof. They're going to go a lap down in about a second, because Chandler and Hoop will haunt them down. But virtual safety car. So let's just unravel what else. Raptor was around. Wexero was, I don't know if Rexero was trying to avoid it. So unusual incident happening there, causing the VSC, and Wexero's in, so that maybe that is a sign. Maybe someone spun. I don't know.
Well, Raptor has no front wing, and I believe Wexero also has some damage to the front of his Haas as well. So that's probably what's happened, is either they made contact or Raptor spun around and collected the Haas.
Yeah. As Hoop gets under that second barrier of Chandler for that virtual safety car. So Hoop with a good virtual safety car restart there over Chandler here at the moment. So it is raining out on circuit. Wexero's on the inters. Raptor going on the soft tyres. So he should blaze past Wexero here very soon. There's another car. No. I saw a yellow flag. It might have been. Okay. It was Ferrari. Okay, never mind. As that is.
I'm not convinced we're at the same. I'm not convinced we're at the same circuit as these guys.
You don't think so?
I don't see it even close to being intermediate weather, and Wexer just proved it. Off the track he goes.
Well, okay, I lost my mind there. I thought you meant you and I were in a different circuit.
But, oh no, I'm actually in. I'm in the Nürburgring.
for those who have seen that glitch in the past of a public lobbies, that I think it was like 2019, 2018, that great glitch when one driver was at a different circuit and 5 other drivers were racing at a different circuit. Great glitch that was. As
It was.
0.5 the margin between Chandler and Hoop. I think it's more they maybe were hoping for a full course safety car. I don't know, but it's not worked out for them at all. It just hasn't, and that's going to hurt Cam's day. That's going to hurt Ferro Nuts day, and especially Wexero as well. Let's go back. Bailey and Sanchez.
It's not wet enough.
No, it's not wet enough at all. It's not wet enough at all. As Cam gets a time penalty here at the moment. Bailey closing it here on Sanchez as well. This pack's starting to close up once again here for that top 5. And that looks like Cam once again. So, lap 9 of 32, which will turn into lap 10 here in this Grand Prix. Still under a second between Chandler and Hoop here at the moment, as pit stops now starting to begin. Warman's in.
Interesting. So is this going to be for a medium tire? If it is, this is to the end.
Yeah, it's been.
It is to the end.
I'd be stunned if they went on the intermediate tyres, but yeah. Mediums go on. The Haas and Warman. So, see what could Warman gain anything out of? We'll wait and see. Roscoe and Deer Hunter now close to each other here at the moment. These circles on the medium tyres, the first on the medium tyres that have not pitted. So we'll see where their race will turn into later on, as Bailey now closing in on Sanchez once again, and Bailey taking those limits there. Looking to see if he get past this Aston Martin. So these guys' pit stops coming soon. Very, very matter moments time. Be interested to see who's going to be the first one to blink.
I think Chandler's going to go long.
Oz Cam goes around on the medium tyres. Let's see what Chandler does here at the moment. Oh! As they both stay out. Axe will stay out as well. Sanchez and Bailey stay out as well. So it's interesting strategy at the moment. It's now, apologies, Hoop now goes for the race lead as Bailey and Sanchez go out, and Bailey goes into the top 4.
I don't think Chandler's done. He's not going to go for it here because there's not enough space to do so, but he's pressurizing Hoop to the point where Hoop may make a mistake. He's kind of drifting out of the exit of the chicane there.
Hoop and Chandler. This is a fight for the lead here at the moment. And the fight for who is going to take their first pit stops. Cam, 3-second time penalty once again, but he is a lap down here in this Grand Prix. So, as well as Vizzy and Kevin will battle it out as well. Battle's going all the way around this field at the moment. It's Bailey down into the top 4. He'll try to catch up to Axe up into P3 here in this race. But lap 11:32, now the story of is when do this top 2 come in? As Vizzy gets a time penalty.
To me, I think Hoop... Oh, well, Wexro is off the track. Gets him out of the way, but Hoop may go out maybe 1 or 2 more laps. I think Chandler's going to go a little bit longer, but obviously the undercut is a lot more powerful here at Emilia, especially now because it's raining, and I believe that's Wexro going to be out of the race as well. Yes, it is.
Confirmation right there. Oh, Bailey's lost the position to Sanchez. I thought Bailey was around, never mind. Bailey now goes back down to position, and Sanchez now goes up into P4 once again. So those two go at it for position here in this race on lap 12:32. It is still slightly raining out on circuit, but it is not raining enough for intermediate tyres here in this Grand Prix. It is going to be dry. It's going to stay dry, but it may be a little bit damp. Who knows? So, let's go back through the field here at the moment. We've got Bailey still there, busy trying to get up to this pack of Bailey and Sanchez. Kevin down in P7. Warmer gets a time penalty. That's not what he wants if he can try to gain some time. But he's got the Haas sitting right behind him, trying to see if anything can go down. So, it'd be interesting what those guys can gain out of this rest of this race here in this one. And of course they got Ferrari up behind on those soft tyres, who is a lap down, which will be a little bit of frustration for them.
Yeah, at this point in the race, there's not much really they can do. As Bailey, Sanchez, and Kevin is in, that may trigger the rest.
Yep. Medium tyres will go on. I don't even need to look. I know it will be medium tyres for these three. They go on. Mediums on. And where is Warman? Here is Warman now. And does he get ahead of Sanchez? He should. Let's see. Yep, easily done. So he gets ahead of Sanchez easily. And the Haas as well through into position. So, and they've actually got a bit of a margin on Sanchez and Bailey as well. Almost 3.5 seconds back to those guys.
I just realized something. I think the rain has actually picked up a lot more. So I'm thinking, I think I know what these two are doing up here. These four, maybe. If they can try to stretch their softs long enough, could they go from soft to intermediate?
Well, that's... the one thing you're going to be relying on is Jeff. And you don't want to rely on Jeff. Chandler's in.
Never mind.
Chandler's in. And this will be for medium tyres, AlphaTauri in as well. And, okay. Apparently we're not allowed to see Chandler's pit stop. I've never seen that before. Anyway, Axe goes down. I've never seen that before. Oh, as the Cam in the chat says he's practicing with no line. Well, fair enough. Fair enough. As well, he confirms it there as he gets spun. Warman now is right with Chandler here at the moment. And he needs a good lap here to stick with him to get that DRS. Boy, Hoop could be behind Warman here, but he needs a good lap here to make sure he is ahead. But anyway, the Haas is looking for the move on Warman. He's got it done. Ferrari nuts causing the dramas here with these guys battling it out. And wow, so 7 now up into P7, which will be a P3 at the moment once these pit stops happen.
What's going to be interesting is how powerful is this undercut? How will it turn out for Chandler? As Hoop's in.
Well, we saw the AlphaTauri, how close he was to Chandler, as Hoop now in. Wow. Vizzy in behind. Where is Chandler? Here he is. Let's see where these guys will come out here at the moment. VSR Roscoe Arm takes the race lead here at the moment. Hoop is going to be just behind. And that battle behind has helped, I think, possibly maybe helped Hoop out slightly. Because it could have been much closer between Hoop and the two guys behind if they didn't battle. But either way, doesn't matter the story of that, because Hoop now will maintain his second place here in this Grand Prix. So lap 15 to 32 is Vizzy and Kevin now going out here at the moment. Vizzy on the soft tyres. He's going for a 2-stop.
Well, he also has something else held over his head. He has a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so that's not going to help him either.
So he may be trying to get that out of the way early. Smart. Either way, lap 15 to 32. It is still the battle of Chandler and Hoop, 1.3 seconds out of the margin, but now they're coming up to the guys who've yet to pit on those medium tyres as Mr. VSR Roscoe Arm completes a lap in the lead here in BRL Tier 1 here at the moment. So Moo down with D-Hunter, Moo and D-Hunter. Second and third up to Moo. Had a bit of a spin earlier on in the race. He looks for the move here on D-Hunter, and he should get it done. He does get it done quite easily here at the moment.
So these medium guys may be in within maybe 3 laps maximum. If they want to press, maybe a little bit longer, if I could, give or take. So how much will this really affect? Because they're going to be on the softs here. They have less fuel than these guys. I mean, that one started on the softs at the beginning of the race. Obviously, the conditions are going to be a little bit worse. But how? See, fresh or soft is going to be better than mediums. Could they be something to look out for here? That's going to be the question.
And the old dreaded late race safety car, which could always happen. We've only got one DNF so far here in this race. Could happen. Busy now with a time penalty. Oh, great start to his season here in Tier 1. Chandler, a little bit in the grass. He's going to hope that it's easier to get past D here at the moment. He doesn't want to get held up too much to allow Hoop to close in within the fight here at the moment. As Moo up ahead as well. And Deer Hunter with that DRS, and here comes Chandler. The rain is starting to pick up slightly. Does Chandler get the both of them? I think he will. And he's going to look for around the outside. Yeah, it's going to be too easily done. So Chandler now second. He's only got Mr. VSR Roscoe Arm up ahead. And he's bridged 2 cars in between him and Hoop here at the moment.
That's going to be crucial. If Chandler wins this race by a little bit of a distance, that's going to be the move of the race right there.
Yeah, that's the move of the race. Absolutely is. And the one thing to point out here at the moment, Bailey P9, 2 cars ahead of him have time penalties. Bailey could be looking for a top 4 here in this race. Unless if he can try to get up to that Haas, which at the moment, the AlphaTauri boys are right behind Ferrari Nut, who's a lap down. And I'll tell you right now, a ghosted car is very, very frustrating. As we see Axe there behind looking to see if he can get close to his MS Wama gets another time penalty.
Yeah, Ferrari's not had the best of weekends here at Imola. First with Realistic, and by the way, the AlphaTauri's just swapped.
They have. They have indeed. As we see now Hoop is going to try to do basically, oh no, this could be free wide here in a second. It is free wide. Hold your breath for a second, but Hoop should get by easily. But it was a bit of hold your breath stuff there for a second as Ritzy in the chat. Hello to you as Moo and D Hunter battling it out here at the moment.
But look at the gap that Chandler has to Hoop now.
Oh.
It went from about 9/10 of a second to 2.7.
Insane. Honestly, insane. Really is. And hats off there. It's Chandler here at the moment. He's closing it on Roscoe as well. So, man, can he hold on to this win here on lap 18 of 32 in this Grand Prix? Bailey, Sanchez, this titanium pack in the mid-pack here at the moment. Could be a fight here for P4 once these final pit stops happen. As Moo and Dihana go at it again. These two go side by side. And Moo says thank you. And does Dihana, oh, there's a bit of contact. And the Haas sitting there behind. The Haas is going to try and see if he can get up in this fight as well. Moo comes in. He'll go on the soft tyres. But Dihana's got a angry pack behind us. Chandler now has taken the race lead over Roscoe. But what is going down here? Can the Haas get by? It's not going to be easy. Dihana's making him fight for it. And this will bring Axe back into this as well. Oh boy, this could end in some tears. As, oh, Axe got to be patient there behind, so does Wama. But Wama could look for it on his teammate. And we have an absolute train of cars on here at the moment.
This is going to be who wants to show their hand now? Who wants to show their aggression? Because getting past Deer Hunter, it's going to be a story. And difficulty, yellow flag through Vatsa. I think that's Cam again.
That's Cam around Axe. Trying to see if he can get up with this fight. I forget the Haas ahead doesn't have a time penalty. Bailey doesn't have a time penalty either. Those guys are looking for a 3rd and 4th place in this race, depending on what goes down. This, by the way, holding up, Deer Hunter holding up the pack is just helping Moo. And Roscoe, so Deer Hunter comes in. And now, Axe is going to look for the move here on the Haas. Oh, was there a bit of contact there? As Wama now tries to come through as well if he can. Oh boy, this could end in some tears. Oh,
Very much so, Waman. Oh!
Big moment there. Bailey's right up there behind, watching with a keenful eye if he can see if he can get up into this battle, because that could be important. If he can get 2 positions here, it could be for a P3. We'll have to wait and see. But lap 20 and 32, things staying steady at the moment. It's Axe that has some clear space up ahead.
And speaking of, look at Chandler's gap. It was once 2.7. It's even greater than that now.
Yeah, now Hoop's catching up to Roscoe here, who's in P2, yet to pit in this Grand Prix. So, we're still on lap 20 and 32, getting close to 10 laps to go. We're closing in on that very soon. Vizzy, still no soft tyres, has gone from soft to soft on lap 21 and 32 as Roscoe, Mr. VSR. Oh dear. Oh dear.
5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane. That's not going to help.
That's not going to help his race. Trying to get positions a little bit later on. So, it looks like, as pit stops have happened, we have a titanium fight here for P3. And I'm going to bring up the penalties for everybody so you get an idea with what we're dealing with here at the moment. As Raptor and Roscoe, Raptors, equals Roscoe coming out of the pit lane, don't mind me. So yeah, this is the story now. This is the story. Wyman with 6, Axe with 3, Sanchez with 3, Vizzy with 17 here at the moment.
That's in danger of possibly having a little bit of disqualification in mind from the stewards.
Indeed. Indeed.
Get him too many.
Cam, you're about 50 laps down. Let's see. Yeah, so 3.6 seconds. I think that's pretty much going to stay steady for the rest of this race now. And we're going to keep an eye on you folks for this battle. Vizzy, Sanchez, Bailey, Wyman, Siva, and Axe. This is close as you want to get. And look at Axe now. Whew. Trying to get over that second marker, but look, he's got absolutely no battery. Neither does Siva. Wyman, Bailey, Sanchez, they've got a bit of battery under them in this race. So Axe is trying to push away as much as he can, but he just can't at the moment.
No, he's trying to use all the battery he can.
Meanwhile, oh, Raptor's in the pit lane. Raptor comes in.
Yes.
Due to, of course, an early stop. Early dramas for him. He'll go on another set of soft tyres. And that's not what he wanted. So, 11 to go here in Imola. It is close as you want to get. Bailey is just I think Bailey's just sitting there not really worried at the moment. Bailey, I think, knows he's got a top 4 at least in the bag. He doesn't need to push as much as he can. We know Bailey, penalties-wise, is not really a factor for him, as that is a cam. Or is it a cam? That is... Yes, that is a cam. I got a bit hyped up there for something else. Lap 23 as... Oh, that's Axe! Axe is around! Axe around! Oh, that's a shame for the AlphaTauri. And he goes down to P8 in this Grand Prix. It'll be P9 if Kevin can get near him. Oh dear, that's a shame for Axe. By the way, folks, it is still lightly raining on circuit, but it's not enough for it to be a intermediate type of weather